Hey guys, what's up? This is DanoToast, and today I'm going to be continuing my series of Jumpers for Goalposts 4 with part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, you should click on the annotation on the screen to go back to that episode first. Without further ado, let's get this done. Let's go! Okay, so many of you may notice that there are a couple of things different and wrong with what you're seeing right now, such as this, and this. However, there are a couple of things that are the same, such as this and this. The reason for this is simply I deleted my last game, so I had to do over the training over once more, and I got signed by Barnet. It's basically the same thing, nothing really changed from the first episode, so if you're wondering what happened this time around, let me refer back to the first episode. Okay, so my first game was against Shrewsbury Town. First, they start off with the goal, and I have a chance with a penalty, but I miss. Still looking for my first goal, they score, and that's how the first game ended. Next game was against South End United. Still looking for my first goal, and I really just missed that one. They score, however my teammate also scored, and it ended up in a tie. I then decided to take my manager out to a nightclub. However, I met a girl named Nikki Stone, and I'm like, hey, be my girlfriend. And so she did. My next game was against Swindon Town. They score again. They then scored again. Still waiting. With a chance here, I get my first goal. Woo! I score once more with 2 goals to tie the game. I then decided to buy a suit and also a tattoo to celebrate my first 2 goals. My next game was against Torquay United. And so they first score, then with a chance to tie up the game, trying out my free kick skills. And for some reason he did not save that, and it was a goal. Then my teammate scored, and I have a chance here with the volley to increase the lead, and I do so. I guess another chance here, and I get my hat trick. After scoring my first 2 goals, I get my hat trick, and so I celebrate by buying a tongue stud. My next game was against Oxford United, and right away I have a chance to put us in the lead, and I do. However, my teammate does score, they then score, and we win. After buying a pimpin' ride, I go on to face Plymouth, you know what I mean. They end up scoring 2 goals, and we lose. Next game, Cheltenham, oh my gosh, can't pronounce these names. Anyway, I score a penalty. I then have a chance to score another penalty, and I do, and that's how it ends. Being in 12th position with 11 points, not bad considering. I then take my girlfriend out to a gentleman's club, and she wasn't really impressed. Then I went to my manager and asked for some more publicity, and I bought a dog. My next game was against Port Vale. They immediately score, I immediately tie the game, and that's how it ends. Then some guy asked me to bet on some a horse, and that's probably why I lost. And I have negative $78 if that's possible. Going into my 9th game against Aldershot Town, I step up, miss a penalty. My teammate scores, then my teammate scores again, then they score, and we end up winning 2-1. Next game against Rotherham United, they scored twice, 3 times, and now my chance to bring the game back, get 1 goal, have a chance for another goal. Yes. Can I get 1 more? No, because I suck at passing. And so what happens? They end up scoring 1 more, and I end up losing. Currently in 10th place, I face Hereford United. They score, which happens a lot, and I never had a chance to tie up, and we lose. Next game against AFC Wimbledon, I have a chance to score, which I do. They score to tie, and my chance to break the dreadlock with the header, and I miss, oh my gosh. Then I miss the volley, and ends up being tied. Next game against Macclesfield Town, have a chance to pass, and amazingly, I get my first assist. They tie, and I get my second assist, and we win the game. Then I get the news that my manager is leaving, but the new manager actually likes me. And as you can see, he's really thrilled. My next game is against Morecambe, my original team, and they score to get back at me. However, my awesome penalties I miss. You thought I was going to score. Then they scored again, and I end up losing. And as you can see, I'm still in 7th place with 22 points, not that far off. So I buy myself a Rolex watch. Next game against Northampton Town. Have a chance to pass. For some reason, I'm actually getting assists, and that was not a goal, but okay. And they end up scoring to tie the game, and that's how it finished. I then went out with my homies, $400 for some reason. I don't know what you're buying. But next game against Crawley Town. Tubbs scores. That's an awesome name. Then Akin scores, and they score again before the half. So I say, let's get a Roberto Carlos free kick. And that's how you do it. Now a chance to score another goal with the penalty, and I do. However, no more chances, and I end up losing the game. Since my girlfriend's disappointed, I did what all men should do and bought her 3 gifts. I then took her out for a restaurant. As you can see, she's clearly thrilled. With my 17th game against Crew Alexandra, I knew I had to play good, but they end up scoring once again. And here at the volley, I end up scoring to tie the game. Late in the game, I have another chance for my Roberto Carlos free kick. And this is how you do it, Allied. It's a tie. Next game against Dagenham and Redbridge. They score with Scott in the 53rd minute. I have a chance with a penalty, but I miss. And I end up losing the game. Next game against Gillingham. With them being in 9th place, I could catch up. Chance with the header here to get the lead. I don't know how the goalie didn't save it, and I won. My next game against Accrington Stanley, they end up scoring, and that is how the game, I lied, they scored again. That's how the game ended. Next game against Bradford City, who happened to be number 1. Turning and shooting and scoring to make it 1-0. How he did not say that, I don't know. These goalies are really lazy and end up being the top team. So I think it's time that I record an R&B single. But don't worry, I'm not going to sing it for you guys. And so my last game before halfway through the season against Bristol Rovers, have a chance to pass them, miss my through ball. My teammate scores, then I score, and that's how the game ended. At halfway through the season, I'm 7th place, and halfway through the season, after 22 games, I have 19 goals and 3 assists. Alright guys, thanks for watching part 2. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and follow me on Twitter. Thank you guys for your suggestions of asking me to make it longer. I try to make it much longer than previously. So keep giving me suggestions, and I'll keep looking at them, keep trying to make it better for you guys. Once again, thanks for watching, and as always, take care. Okay, what name should I choose?